my legs!
Bless the seven I am restored.
Into the fray once more.
Ah.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
I needed that. Into the fray once more.
This place is fantastic. Imagine all the spectacular experiments one could get up to here.
Spectacular in the right hands, horrific in the wrong.
You approach a man dressed in all too familiar immaculate robes. With a strange voice marked by occasional growls that a boar might make, he is about to cast a spell on a terrified bunny, which he is gripping tightly in his worn and claw-like hands. Your approach startles him, however, causing him to relax his hold. Feeling the pressing fingers slipping from its little body, the bunny manages to break free and quickly disappears into the nearby rabbit hole. The Immaculate eyes you hatefully and yells,
"Curse you! I've got a few words left in this barren throat of mine, and it took me the damnedest time to get my paws on that long-eared good-for-naught." "Elaborate on what? That I have no voice unless I take one, eh? That I am mute unless I make other voices mine? Mine for an infuriatingly short time? And what do you care about a dumb deer, you cretin? What do you care about a...
The Immaculate seems to be rapidly losing his ability to speak, managing only to growl like a boar in heat. Then he coughs violently and falls completely silent as he mouths torrents of unspoken expletives. His intention is rather hard to misread, though. He'll tear you limb from limb unless you do him that courtesy first.
Whirlwind of destruction.
Divine volley! I must stop this hemorrhage!
Without aid, I will expose.
Healer!
Submit to me. What do I spy? Remarkable. A living, breathing something, it seems. You dare to approach me here, mortal? Don't you know who I am? Don't you know what I do? The sister of the king, of course. The phantom of the woods, of course. The mother of all corpses, of course. The ruler of the dead. It is self-evident. I am Cassandra, queen of the Phantom Forest, and you have come where you are not welcome. The only king, Brachus Rex. He rules all of Rivellon, and I, his double, rule too. For a time, at least. We were forged together by our very souls, and all that was his was mine, and all that was mine his. But it's no wonder you haven't heard of me. He's gouged me from history, one statue, one tablet, one scroll at a time. But make no mistake, I live. Strange, isn't it? How a love greater than the gods themselves can tear you from time. But time matters little to me anymore. No, it floats past me unfelt as light upon a blind eye. To hide his weakness, to conceal his greatest misdeed. My brother was a kind ruler before he became a rabid tyrant, but his descent into madness was swift. Power he gained, and with it, a terrible fear of death that hounded him ceaselessly night and day. He stationed 100 guards outside his bedchamber and mine, but still he kept awake all night, expecting assassins. He soon determined that he must diminish his risk. I, his sister, forged to his soul, was his greatest liability. My death would spell his, and so he sought to break the bond between us. My brother is a clever sort. Once he sets his mind to a task, it's good as done. Brachus discovered that while we lived, the forge could not be broken. But this did not deter him. No, for Brachus, there are only temporary difficulties. And so he turned me into an immortal creature. Living, yes, but wedded to death. A lich, destined to roam, ever half alive among the world of the living. We were lost to one another. We who had walked hand in hand through all of life. We who shared each thought, each trial with perfect understanding between us. I was cast out and aside. And Brachus, empowered by his new freedom, went on to rule. But I've never forgotten his betrayal. No, I've spent centuries searching, seeking, until the perfect solution appeared before me. How better to have guaranteed my brother hated his own cold, cruel heart than to make him feel my torment. I discovered how to restore our soul forge, and I determined to bind our souls once more. The torment of the never-arriving grave would have haunted him as it haunts me. The pain his betrayal caused me would have been his to savor. But in the end, my brother found a worse fate than any I could have devised. Source King that he was, Brachus was stricken down not once, but twice. First deposed, then resurrected, then defeated once more. I can think of no finer torture for that proud madman than to come to the cusp of glory, only to be cast back down for all time. Is that so? You, a frail mortal, laid low the eternal crown of Brachus Rex? How sinfully inglorious. Yes, how humiliating for the so-called Lord of Chaos to find himself run through by a slave to age and order. I do believe thanks are in order. To show my gratitude, I will allow you to roam my woods at your own discretion. This is no mean feat that I swear to tolerate the stench of your living flesh, mortal. Take it as a tremendous honor. Is that so? And how might I weigh the debt of a mortal? Could you do more for me than, say, a boar, a wolf? Does your kind not serve me best when the lovely blush of rot swells along your delicate hide? Still, I do suppose we could come to an agreement. Ahu, the one I love, is reluctant to admit that he loves me too. He clings to the past like a fading old man. So I desire to drive him from denial into acceptance. He is a stubborn one, though, that pussycat. And he has mastered the magic I once filled him with better than I had foreseen. That is why I need an ingredient even he cannot resist. An ingredient called stasis fern. There is a spirit in this forest called Sierra, who is known to possess like rarities. Alas, she seems to have quite vanished. It's simple, really. Find her, obtain the stasis fern, and the spell you desire shall be yours. It is an anomaly. A plant that is said to have grown in another realm altogether than Rivellon. The first garden. A place of myth and miracle. There, so the spirits of this forest told me, it bloomed and delighted with its fragrance no more. Yet taken from the first garden and brought here, it took on source-like particularities. Its magic is one of permanence. A magic as eternal as the world from whence it came, and with it, what I want will be mine. Ahu, my lover forever. Obviously, but that would be a disaster now, wouldn't it? A disaster of such proportions that I'd have to vent my rage on your innards. There is nothing left to discuss, oh frail little thing. Bring me the stasis fern so that I can show this cat one cannot defy Cassandra. or who. I need you back, and I shall have you back. Centuries I've seen devoid of a single instance of affection.
I wonder why. Source Hunter, how glad I am to see you. Tread carefully. Weigh your every word. Cassandra has become more devious than I ever dared dream. You hit the nail on the head, Hunter. That is exactly what Cassandra wants to do. Kill the part of me that is cat, and claim for herself that which is human. No! I cannot bear it. I cannot. I am a cat, and always was. I remember my many siblings. My mother giving us suckle, licking me clean with a gentle purr. Yes, I remember the freedom of a pre-conscious existence. That is who I am, not a man. For what is it that humanity has given me? Nothing but suffering. Nothing but hurt and heartbreak. So stop her, Hunter. For the love of the Seven, stop Cassandra. To be human for all time is a fate worse to me than death. All too well. Even in my human guise, I'd have gone quite as white as I am now at the mere mention of that otherworldly wonder. Stasis Fern. In Cassandra's hands, an instrument of ultimate torture. Ambrosia in my own. She'd use it to consolidate my human form everlastingly. You cannot let her have it at any cost. But should you find it, Hunter, please bring it to me instead. With Stasis Fern, that ultimate catnip, I can become the being I most desire to be. A cat once more and forever. Careful, friend, for it'll be your death, not hers. She boasts that the magic she weaves makes her immortal, and I don't doubt the might of her sorcery. Nevertheless, where there is source hunters follow. Perhaps there may be a weakness in her fortifications still. This forest teems with wretched souls. They may know things we know not.
Into the fray once more.
I needed that. Sweet relief.
Sweet relief.
As good as a new penny. Sweet relief.
Fuxo, ektel dirittos. Tuxko, taitain bad, hugu. Tugaxot, titain. Tugyur, tuxio, fokor. Real fast, ord. Is that not who you are? We Titans are an ancient race, Guardian. There are certain things we are beginning to remember. Cassandra. Hers is a tragic tale. She was once the Lady of the Realm, the much beloved sister of Brachus Rex, soul forged were they, and they shared a bond unmatched among mortals. But as Brachus's power grew, so did the distance between him and his sister. He began to see her no longer as an extension of himself, but as a liability. If she were to die, Brachus would be dragged into the afterlife alongside her. The powerful king couldn't stand the thought. There is no breaking a forge of souls, but there are ways, terrible ways, to dance around them. Brachus, an accomplished sorcerer in his own right, decided that he would sever himself from Cassandra at any cost. And so he transformed her into a lich, half living and half dead. Unable to die, she no longer threatened him. But hers was a cursed life. She sought death like a moth seeks the flame, worshipped it as her one and only idol. She fled to these forests, where she could find a kind of solitude in which to mourn her fate. Here she clutches death about her like a shroud, and any fool enough to approach her is invited to share her fate. A lick is a lick, Guardian. Burn its bones, and it becomes vulnerable. The difficulty rests in finding those bones, for their location is the lick's best-kept secret. Her body rests in the Temple of the Dead, where only corpses can enter. Well hidden are her bones, but the careful seeker will surely find them.
Instant Dugon. Ask away, my friend. Ask away. It's no coincidence. Way back when. Don't let the in the days. By now, it's been centuries. Well, my disc so tossed, you cadaver. What a deluge. Something's wrong. This is the monster who killed all those villagers? This child?
Mum! Oh, the best mum in the whole wide world. Usually, orcs like me, scramble-headed, me brothers call me, are killed right away. But Mum says she took one look at me and knew I'd be the best warrior in the world. She brings me lots of toys and friends, and she showed me all the best games to play. At first, I didn't like how the toys would holler and cry when I'd make ribbons on them, or play eyeball pop. But Mum taught me that that's how they show they're happy. First, they scream for joy, and then they take a long, long nap.
Grutilda.
Yeah, that's my mum's name. Did you meet her? Did she want us to play together?
You want me to, but this can't be right. The orc I remember, he was evil, a sadistic monster. This is... Oh, my head is spinning faster than a broken bumblebee. Let me get a good look at him.
Hello. I remember you. We used to be friends, didn't we? Yeah, we were great friends. We played all the livelong night, and I made pretty red ribbons up and down and up your face. Where'd your ribbons go? Do you want I should give you some more?
This isn't right. I'm gonna be sick.
It's all right, Medora. We're here together. No harm will come to you.
Sorry, pretty toy. Oh, please don't shout. Oh, Mum will be awfully cross if I make a ruckus.
Comrades, my mind's racing and my heart's gone like a snare drum. To be here, face to face with my greatest enemy and to find that he's not at all like the villain I'd worked up in my mind. It's unimaginable. I've hated him with every drop of blood in these veins. Hated him till my entire being screamed for revenge. But now I find he's as simple as a child. Maybe he even thought all the cruelty, the death he inflicted was... And all around us, more victims. And years stretching behind us, and years stretching ahead of us. More dead bodies tortured and wrung by his hands. But you, comrade, time and again you show me the valor inherent of forgiveness. You face the impossibly cruel or weak, and you offer them a second chance. Still, I cannot forgive this monster. He may well be confused, and he may have been mistaught, but that won't stop him from killing again. Ho, comrade, in the name of the Order of the Sauce Hunters, I ask you to lay down forgiveness and to join me now.
Are you mad at me? Oh, I'm sorry. Whatever it was, I'll not do it again. I promise.
Ready to advance, ready to defend. What can I do for you, comrade? Well, comrade, I'm a source hunter, born, bred, and trained. And that there was a soul bent on committing evil deeds. I know full well he wasn't 100% accountable for his crimes, but I couldn't have stood to leave him living knowing there'd be a next victim. I'm no fool, comrade. I know it wasn't an easy case, not nearly so easy as I dreamed it to be. But I believe we've done right here today.
I am restored!
Back on my feet again. I needed that.
I needed that.
I feel better already. Sweet relief.
Let me share this remedy.
On the mend!
Bless the seven. I am restored.
Bless the seven, I am restored! Stitch of time, hey, my friends?
Back on my feet again.
Stitch in time, hey, my friends? As good as a new penny.
needed that.
I feel better already.
Into the fray once more.
As good as a new penny.
I feel better already.
I feel better already! I feel better already!
Bless the seven. I am restored.
Intruder. The shadow is still.
These murky waters stink of demon corruption. Now to hunt and flay its source.
You. Who are you? How you shine. How you glow with the essence of the divine. Perhaps you can help us. This forest is more haunted than ever before. Within this very swamp, a demon feeds upon the innocent. He's taken up residence in the hut by the sea. A short walk through the swamp will take you there. Not so long ago, this was the domain of the forest spirit. She, a beneficent soul, cared for the unfortunate creatures of this forest. So many tainted by vile source. But this demon survives on pain and fear. Anguish is his manner. Harm not the creatures of this swamp unless you wish to strengthen him. She is the soul of all that remains of goodness in this wretched place. She worked tirelessly to ease the pain and heal the wounds of the creatures tormented by source in these woods. But the demon has taken her. Her creatures cry out, but where once they found the gentle hand of nature, now they find only the demon's gaping jaws.
Seven, have mercy on your soul.
Handcuffs of torture.
Some damage.
A stitch of time, hey, my friends?
On the mend.
I feel better already!
I needed that.
Into the fray once more.
As good as a new penny.
Teeth of the gods!
Marksman, boys.
Feeling trapped?
Something toxic courses through my veins! Into the fray once more.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Into the fray once more.
As good as a new penny.
I needed that.
Sweet relief. marksman's monsoon!
Shocking cyclone!
Eternal silence awaits you. Unending darkness.
A little something for everyone.
Into the fray once more.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Sweet relief.
On the
just need a tiny sip. This is it, Hunter. I can smell it. I can feel it. The disease that is the demon. Balberith awaits us down below. So ready yourself. Encase your soul in armor thicker than tenebrium. You'll need all your wits about you if you're to face this horror from the hells.
What is it then? Death is so obvious. Pain even more so.
Can it be? The Guardians? My word, how changed you are. And yet, still, I am one of the ancients of our realm. A spirit of the forest and keeper of arcane knowledge. Since the great change of source, it has been my mission to care for the creatures tainted by the darkness of source. To heal them as best I could, and to ease their suffering when healing was impossible. When the Lich Queen Cassandra overtook these woods, I regarded her with pity. Long have I searched for a way to reverse her terrible condition, hoping not only to heal her, but to release her grip upon this forest. But now that Balberith has made his home among my charges, savagely feeding upon their fears, my only goal is to survive. When I am gone, the creatures of this forest will have no protections against the evils that threaten them. The fiend seeks to defile all that is good, all that is joyful and natural. I was an obvious target. But worse than this, imprisonment is what the beast has taken from me. An ancient rune more valuable than any relic in all of Rivellon. Only myself and the Keeper of the Source. The rune grants access to the Source Temple at the heart of this forest. And within that temple lie the most ancient secrets of the divine. Balberith used the rune to grant an intruder access to the temple, and now I fear all is lost. Getting through the temple is nigh impossible. The trial of ascension allows only the most devout sorcerers into its deepest chamber, where the portal to the first garden lies. But I can share with you a secret. A way to circumvent. When you enter the temple, stay close to your right. Eventually you'll run into a weak wall. A well-placed strike will cause it to crumble, and you'll find yourself within the High Templar's office. There, you'll find a teleportation mirror, which will deliver you to the portal to the first garden.
I'm certain the intruders at the Source Temple intend to find that portal. You must stop them before they do. The first garden is the realm of the divines, and who knows what terrible havoc they intend to wreak within that holy realm. Why, Guardians, that garden is yours. It is where you kept your vigil over the God Box until the void escaped and you disappeared from time. Astarte dwells there still, along with the dreaded Void Dragon. They will battle into eternity, unless someone tips the scale. Getting through the temple is nigh impossible. But when you enter, why, Guardian, Astarte dwells. So I do, Guardian. And I'll happily make a trade with you.
And so we got our hands on Stasis Fern. Now to decide what to do with it.
When the time comes, we should give it to Arhu, so he can become a cat forever like he wishes. Cassandra is not to be trusted anyway.
Indeed. If Arhu wants to be a cat forever, so be it. He is our friend, and we shouldn't leave him in Cassandra's horrid care.
I have wandered worlds for nearly 1,000 years in search of you, demon. And finally I have found you. 10 centuries have I spent honoring and hating the remembrance of Hiraka. Have I turned my hatred into the fuel that lit the...
You're gonna have to dumb it down for me, Your Highness. I deal in souls, not poetry.
Silence. I have made you the object of an age-long obsession, villain. I know more about your kind than all the scholars of the universe combined. I know why you remain so elusive once a deal has been made. For the...
Yes, demon. True immortality shall be mine. Forget the cheap ploys of necromancy. Forget the dogmas of demonology. I have discovered how to best you at your own game. I need but do the impossible to kill my ensnarer. And so, yes, I know your tricks. I am immortal, beyond the decay of time. This 1,000-year limit is but artifice and of your making. Now I shall end you. End you before you can erase your machinations.
You're even smarter than I gave you credit for, O Fallen King. But before we do battle, let me have a word with your allies first. Isn't she exquisite? I've spent some time groping around in that great rocky head of hers, but her deepest fear still eludes me. No matter for now. These darling forest creatures are dear as fawns with their sweet little worries. Once I've sucked each one of them dry, I'll put all 10 fingers into Mrs. Spirit of the Forest here. Come on, sugar, just a little hint. Mayhem? Shame? Clowns? Maybe she's just fussing since I got my hands on that little old runestone of hers. Is that it? Oh, that? Quite the hot object these days, isn't it? The woman in red just offered me quite the reward if I'd use it to open the Source Temple for her. You wouldn't happen to be after a similar sort of deal, would you? By the looks of you, I'm quite certain an arrangement could be reached. I've always been one for the deal, after all, and it just so happens there's something I'm quite sure you could do for me. Jehan, you seem to have grown quite chummy with the, what is it again? Source Hunter? How very fascinating. But what's that? Unless my senses deceive me, there's the faintest fear in you, Jehan. Fear that some harm should come to your little friends. Perhaps you can help keep us all quite safe by facilitating a little deal.
Careful, hunters. This worm has never offered a straight deal in all his 1,000 putrid lives. You do well to close your ears to whatever filth will soon pour from his mouth.
But there's something missing here. Yes, a great many weaknesses plague your friends, Jehan. I sense no egotism here, and for too much compassion. And can it be? Your friend seems quite easily convinced of your endless opinions, Jehan. No, I am not desperate for deals, and this spineless lot I hardly find...
Let's make sparks fly! Death is its own delivery!
Every blow. Can't you feel it?
Now I can endure anything.
I can offer some extra protection.
Can't elude them all! once more.
Death is its own deliverance!
assist me! Friends!
A little something for everyone.
I'm dying!
Careful, God. But the fat, the get, but when you am why God getting through, but when you am set, why God start getting, but when you am why God start dwells this get, but when you am set, why God start dwell. Careful, guardians. It is not safe when the, but now that the feet at where the rune grant, but when and why God Astarte dwells. Careful, guardians. It is not safe here.
I am silent.
Yes, so. You're even smarter than I gave you credit for, oh fallen king. But before we... Isn't she no, maybe she's just fussing. Oh, I've always...
Careful, Hunt.
Yes, you're even smart. It's no matter. Maybe she's just fussed. Oh, I've always had.
Careful.
But...
My heart beats too slowly to sustain me.
Not 8, I will expire soon!
The very earth. healing! If you can't stand the heat, reduce to ash!
I will expire soon.
Seven inspirers!
Water of life!
Where there's smoke, there's fire!
I needed that.
On the mend!
Good as a new penny.
you, Penny! I needed that. I needed that. Stitch in time, eh, my friends?
is done. The manacles of a tormented millennium have fallen from my soul, and finally it is mine again. My life, my liberty, and not for a handful of years borrowed from fickle gods. No, it is mine perpetually. I know I might well have failed if it hadn't been for you. I thank you, and with what powers I have, I bless you. Together we will venture forth to undo the void, so that my life's newfound longevity will not be meaningless. So that one day, in perhaps another 1,000 years, I will look upon the face of Hiraka once more and make my heart a stone. The tombstone neath which the witch will be buried. After that I shall finally know peace. After that I may sit and rest and settle. Perhaps even love anew. Ha! What fancies, what dreams, what castles in skies too stormy as yet to seat them. With a wave of the hand, let me discard them. We have so much to do and many to fight. And so, my friend, let us not tarry. Onward, for victory begs us to seize her.
Into the fray once more.
Sweet relief.
On the mend! I needed that.
I feel better already. Bless the seven. I am restored. On the mend.
Striking it rich!
You've slain the demon. Balbareth's reign of anguish is over. The Guardians have returned, and oh, how their glory shines. As Balbareth's presence tainted my mind, I began to lose hope. But now, it's clear. The Guardians have returned, and you will deliver us. This forest owes its life to you, dear Guardian. Every creature you meet has you to thank for its survival. I'll remain here for now. It will take some time to regain my former strength, but already I feel the soul of the forest reviving me, and I pass this blessing on to the forest's creatures. Thank you, our Guardian. Your triumphs are triumphs for us all. I went with Valdefine, but what? The rune getting through. But when you enter, I'm certain. Why, God, I started.
Into the fray once more.